They did, I think, what you probably like, Leroy, which is, very clunky first half. What do we do first drive of the second half? Just run it down their damn throats.
Yep.
And that really just changed the attitude of the game, and Miami Hurricanes really took over from there. Never really in doubt, which I got to tell you, I was quite bothered losing to a guy who was cosplaying Al Golden in the first half. Who is doing this look with the tie? Like nobody watched the golden era and was just like, you know what? I think I'm going to avoid that. I'm not going to do that. And what is dude's name? His name Will Hall. Stop doing that, dude. With first of all, you're an unbearable heat. Why would you wear a white shirt with a tie while you're coaching a football game? Second of all,
he's gonna have that. He gonna have that Van Gundy?
Yeah, just like come on. It's just such an awful look. And I was never as depressed as I was when they were down 7-3 at one point in this game. Just like, really? To the guy with the tie? But thankfully they started manning up and playing man's football. And that's what you do to a pipsqueak team. You're supposed to out-muscle them, Leroy.
Yes. And now what you've done is that you've built equity. And so now you have something that maybe you can depend on when you go through a game and it starts looking clunky.
Right.
Whereas before, if you couldn't throw the ball, then you were just bleep out of luck.
Yeah, because last year, I didn't think Tyler Van Dyke had a fantastic game. Now there's some line breakdowns too and all that, but for all the hype that he came into this year, where people are saying, there's a little
people,
buzz
you,
him.
Not people, you,
you.
But he's like, I love the way he just excludes himself from people.
Did I at one point text my friends of Beast, Robbie, and Leroy? Did I at one point, was there a text that leaked into the ether that said TVD : fraud? Maybe. Can neither confirm nor deny.
You're too wishy-washy, dude.
I'm not wishy-washy.
You are. It's game 2.
It was on edge. It was
you want guys to be in late season form 2 weeks into the season. What are you doing? Wait. Look, you're getting on Tyler. You're getting on Tyler. Alabama almost lost.
I know, dude.
As an immovable object, they got moved. So
dude,
let's not make
crazy.
It like so.
Well, how about this? Look, the whole game they're now ranked higher than Texas A&M going into next week, which is pretty crazy. Texas A&M lost to
Texas A&M took care of that themselves. Don't blame Miami.
No, I know. Texas A&M lost to Appalachian State, which had all these yahoos running through the streets.
And guess what? It wasn't that close. They beat the hell out of Texas A&M. They pushed them around. They ran all over the place. Wow.
Dude, how about the fact that they lost game day because of that? These bleepers, these Aggies, there was supposed to be Canes, Texas A&M. That was supposed to be your marquee matchup next week. They're like,
no more game day.
No more game day, dude. Hey, we lost it.
They're doing it. They're doing it like the Contender Series because now they're going to App State.
That's right. What? That's right.
Yes.
App State is okay.
App State gets it. Not
Wait,
the
they weren't the Kentucky beat the hell out of Florida, so y'all can stop with that up north.
I saw a great meme of a guy that said Mark Stoops walking out of the swamp, and it's just a redneck dragging a gator by its tail.
And who else lost? Somebody else lost. So Alabama almost lost. Florida lost. Notre Dame. Marshall.
Speaking of Al Golden,
think that App State. Marshall, big boy, Notre Dame.
Yep. Speaking of Al Golden, 0-2 in the Al Golden defensive coordinator era in Notre Dame. Bravo.
Well, lucky for us, we know what that looks like.
Now, do they still get to be a top 10 team again? How does that standing work? I know Notre Dame gets every pass in the book.
Is Notre
how does
Dame.
This work? Yeah, it is Notre Dame. I just want to make sure. What are the rules? I don't know the rules. I don't know the
Well,
rules.
the rules are you can't lose to Marshall and expect to be ranked. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Them's the breaks.
When I was at Michigan, we were 0-2 and ranked in the teens. Because we lost by a total of 3 points.
Michigan won 56-10. Looks like you had an easy breezy weekend.
Yeah. It was 42-0 at halftime.
Woo!
And so I could change the channel and go on with my day because I wasn't going to know who was playing in the second half.
I was still.
Did you see what they did? Who was it? Was it Auburn or Georgia? Georgia against Furman, right? So I'm like perusing through the game, and I hear these words: Furman and Georgia have agreed to make the fourth quarter 12 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Didn't Appalachian State, didn't they get paid $1.5 million for that game?
Yeah. So now we got all of these teams go and get a check and slaying dragons.
And winning.
Right.
Yeah.
Taking your 1.5 million and taking your soul.
Yeah. But like you said, for the Canes, like having that reliability on the run game was huge. And it was,
you don't have to do it all the time, but everybody in that building should get the feeling that when things get a little sketchy and things are, we got something we can hang our hat on.
And like that's going to be the idea of a guy like Cristobal, and that's going to be what he's going to hang his hat on. He's going to be like trenches. Let's go.
Well, I mean, look, make no mistake about it. Like you control both lines of scrimmage. The other guys matter, but not as much.
Was that a big thing for Gaddis last year too with Michigan, right? Like you guys, I mean, it was such a run-heavy team.
Well, yeah, but that's because there's two ways you can go about it. You can be wide open, right, and sprinkle in some run. But what ends up happening is every game doesn't go smoothly. And at some point in time, you need to reset, get to basics, and do something that you can have some success with. Maybe your quarterback's off. Maybe your receivers are dropping the ball, whatever. You need something that you can go to kind of get through the difficult portions of a game. And when you can't run the ball, that becomes, okay, let's just throw little short passes.
Somebody's saying that touchdown down, he stayed after and threw footballs. I like that. You know what? I take it back.
Oh, my goodness.
That's
you
work on your game.
Can I just tell you?
Craft. He's back.
Can I just tell you?
Dude.
If you were a fish of any kind, you'd be hanging up on my wall
you're crazy,
as a
dude.
Trophy fish because you fall for everything.
You want to know what the D stands for in TVD? Dedicated. Dedicated, dude.
So was Tim Tebow.
Well, he was a good college player.
I don't cover college football, but I do cover NFL, and he sucked.
It's crazy. Guy says, TVD much better in the second half. We got to take old Clown Act seriously this week. You know that Jimbo's going to have his team come out hyped after getting whooped by App State.
Yeah, that's the worst thing that could have happened.
Yeah, sucks.
You want the bear to get up gently.
Right.
Hey, get up, okay, bear. Here's some honey. You don't want a bear that you poke with a prodding rod and got him fired up and got up that way. And I think, but let's be clear.
It also does
you can only be as good as what you're capable of being.
Yeah, for sure.
And so just because they were put in the top 10 to start the season or were ranked higher than Miami after week 1, that don't really mean nothing.
Guy says, did you guys notice that Nebraska gave old Frosty the boot?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, when you kick an onside kick up 20, you know it's coming. And you end up losing that game because you kicked the onside kick, you definitely know
I think I saw something on Twitter, too, that his buyout would have been it was $15 million, but I think it was something like it would have gone to $7 million if they would have waited 2 weeks. So imagine having boosters so mad at you that they will pay you an extra $7 million to go away 2 weeks early.
So you think you're going to have that Ed Orgeron?
They told me Ray Charles, see that?
When you want me to leave and what no? Right?
Ray Charles can see that, brother. I love him. Howard Tua coming up next.